Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I wanted to do something a little bit different. I normally talk about products that I love, that I'm liking, that I recently bought, and I wanted to actually share with you guys some products that I'm not really loving anymore, that I had a change of heart about, that maybe I regretted buying, because you know, it happens. You buy things and then you love it in the moment because it's new or whatever, or because maybe it's a product that was really hyped and you just want to be like in the mix and get all the new stuff as well. But definitely you change your mind, or you compare it to old makeup that you've loved and or newer things, and then you might feel like the quality just isn't the same, or the makeup doesn't apply properly, or maybe your skin changes and it's just not working for you. So I definitely was going through my makeup and stuff and looking at things that I barely touch or give used to, and that I don't even probably like anymore. So I wanted to share with you guys to let you know, maybe you have some of these products and maybe you agree or disagree, or you have the same, you know, thoughts about the products as well. So with that being said, let's just jump right into the video. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is this face mask from Pharmacy, and it's their Honey Potion Renewing Antioxidant Hydration Mask. And this is what it looks like. And to be honest, I just don't gravitate towards this mask. There's nothing that makes me say, hey, I want to use that mask. I like when I use masks and stuff like that to like feel like something's happening, either while the mask is on my face or like when I wash it off. I like to feel just refreshed and smooth skin and just deeply cleansed, or whatever it might be. And even though this does leave my face nice and soft after I rinse it off, it's just so like blah to me. Like, I definitely wouldn't rebuy it. I'm going to finish it because I have it, but I feel like I can just go into the kitchen, get some honey, slap it on my face, and I'm gonna feel the same exact way. And yeah, I just don't love this the way that I thought that I did when I first bought it. And I do not like the smell at all. It has like a weird, I don't know, it has a weird scent. I definitely don't love it. And yeah, I just definitely had to include it in here because I really don't gravitate towards this thing. I use any other mask except this one. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is this powder from Becca, and it is their Soft Light Blurring Powder in the shade Golden Hour. And this is what it looks like. The packaging is gorgeous, of course, which is what made me love it at first, I think. Anyway, I did love this powder, and I used it and used it and used it after I got it all the time. It has like a nice color. It's not white, so it's not going to leave you with like some white cast or anything like that. And it's very finely milled and doesn't flake on you or anything like that. But I don't know, like a while ago I was using it as normal, and I felt like, okay, I'll have my makeup done, and then I would set my face with this powder, and out of nowhere, like I would see like little bumps on my face that weren't there like 2 seconds ago. I felt like this was starting to enhance things on my face that obviously are there, but it's like with my makeup on, it was fine. Like you wouldn't even notice it. And then once I put this powder on, I would see these things like on my face, and I'm like, what is going on? Like that wasn't just there. So I definitely wasn't feeling how this was looking on my skin at all. So I stopped using it right away, and I started using my Ben Nye powder, which is also a loose powder, because I broke my Laura Mercier powder, which I love, and I haven't repurchased. But I definitely have stopped loving this because I don't know what the heck was going on, that it was just enhancing things that I didn't want to be enhanced. So I stopped using it because of that. Other than that, I was loving it before. I don't know what happened, what changed, but that's why I stopped using this. So the next thing I'm going to mention is this Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Longwear Liquid Foundation, and I have mine in the shade 7.75. And this is a very thick foundation, very full coverage. It's very similar to the Becca foundation, the complexion cream something. I have that foundation as well. Anyway, I don't love this one. Not that this is not a good foundation. It's definitely full coverage and it's long wearing. If you're into full coverage, it's definitely a good one for that. But the thing is that it oxidizes, so I guess maybe I just don't love this particular color. I should have gone with one shade lighter so that when it oxidizes, it doesn't look like so orange on me. And also, I just feel like it's a bit heavier feeling on the face than the Becca one. And for it being a thick foundation and so full coverage, you would expect maybe for it to feel a little heavy on the face. But my Becca one is also very full coverage, and to me it feels way more comfortable on the skin than this one does. So that is why I am not loving it, and I'll grab the Becca one over this one when I want really, really full coverage. So I definitely stopped using this one because of that. But like I said, it's not a bad foundation. If you love full coverage, this is definitely good. And if you need help to stay matte, this is definitely good too. But you know, this is just something that I'm not gravitating towards. So I wanted to mention it in this video. Okay, the next thing I'm going to talk about is this, also from Urban Decay. It's their Optical Illusion Complexion Primer. And this is what it looks like. And this one in particular is the smoothing one, and it's also pore perfecting. Anyway, I have like a love-hate relationship with it because it works with some foundations and then doesn't work with others. Like, I wanted to give it another try today, so I used it and it was fine. But I used it a couple of days ago when I was gonna go out, and I hadn't used it in a while, and I don't know why I did that. What a huge mistake. It, like, my foundation just wouldn't blend on my face. It made my foundation just go on so patchy, and you can see patches on my face, and like nothing was helping. I would use my finger to like rub it out. I would use the beauty blender to like try and blend it out, and it was just the most terrible process to do my makeup that day. Like, I wanted to cry because I didn't want to rewash my face. That is the most annoying thing in the world. So I'm like, it has to be this freaking primer that I just decided to use out of nowhere all over again. And it just, because it's really thick, this this primer. So I don't know, I guess the mixture of this thick primer with using a full coverage foundation just didn't mix well, and it was just terrible. I just couldn't even take it. But then I tried it today and it worked because I used a lighter foundation and a liquid foundation, and it blended in fine. Like, it didn't give me any patches or anything like that. So it's kind of like I have a love-hate relationship with it because it just depends, I guess, on the foundation that I use to see how it's gonna work the best. But in terms of smoothing, like, it does the job. It definitely makes your face smooth, and like I said, it is thick, and it might leave like a little bit of a white cast on your face depending on how much you use or how well you blend it into your skin. But you need to be careful, I guess, with what type of foundation you use it with, because it could make it get like patchy and hard to blend. So that's my issue with that primer. Okay, the next two things I want to talk about are two highlights, and this one is from Bobbi Brown, and it's in the shade Sunset Glow, and this is what it looks like. And I do not use this thing at all because it's just so pink. Like, I don't even know why I bought it. Like, I know that initially I forgot the name of it, but I wanted one that was on the gold side because I love how gold foundations look on my complexion. And it was nowhere to be found. So I was like, you know what? I really want to try out his products or his highlights because I never had. So I went ahead and picked this one up, and it's just super pink, and I never use it. Like, it's not even like rose gold. Like, I thought it would be rose gold, but when I compare it to my Becca highlight that's rose gold, the rose gold definitely, you know, this one just looks pinker than that one. And I just don't use it at all. It's nice and soft and feels creamy. It's not the quality of the highlight that I don't like. It's just the color that I never gravitate towards using this thing. So definitely regret buying it because I just don't use it. And another highlight that I regret buying is from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is in the shade Riviera. And this is what it looks like. I have this one on today, and as you can see, it gives you a very significant highlight, but in person you can see that it looks more like glittery than what it looks like in the camera. And this is how it looks when I swatch it. I guess I'm just not the type of person that wants like a bam, wow, like you can see me from space kind of highlight. I like it to look like a glow from within, and this definitely is a little bit more sparkly than, let's say, like the Becca highlights. Those can give you more of a glow from within look because I just feel like they're creamier and they just blend better in the skin than this one does. This one has like a metallic look to it, and I just also really don't use this anymore. Like, the quality is there. If you love like a really big intense highlight, you're gonna get that with this, but I guess I just don't really feel that type of highlight look, so definitely I just don't gravitate towards this either. So kind of regret buying that one too. Okay, the next thing I regret buying is this palette from Jaclyn Hill, and it's so pretty. The packaging, the white, it looks great on people's vanities and all that good stuff, but I don't use this thing at all. I already have Champagne Pop in the individual form, so Prosecco Pop is the other highlight that's in here, and I don't use it because I just don't grab this palette so I can just use a highlight from it. The blushes I don't use because I just feel like they're so intense, and I'm really not about all that intense look. And this one is the one that I would mostly use because it's more of an everyday type of blush and more toned down. But like I said, I just don't pick up this palette to just use like one thing out of the 5 things that are in there. So besides the fact that the packaging is really nice, I just don't give it use, and I just really bought it because, you know, it's Jaclyn Hill and the hype of it, and I could have returned it, but it just looked so pretty at the time and I just kept it, but I really don't use it. So definitely regret getting that. And I also wanted to mention these liquid lipsticks from Kylie Cosmetics. I regret buying them because they are just, the colors are amazing, they're beautiful colors, but the formula is just not for me. Like, I'm wearing right now Commando, and it's one of, you know, her newer ones, but like, I'm talking right now and I feel like dry as a desert. Like, I feel like there's lines literally all over my lips. Like, it's so uncomfortable and so matte and dry and just stiff on my mouth. Like, I cannot stand it. Like, I have to wear these things with a lip gloss in order for it to feel some sort of comfort, because by itself it's just so drying, and I just feel like if I'm talking to someone, they can see what I'm feeling, and it's terrible to walk around like that. So I definitely don't like the formula of her matte lipsticks. I haven't tried the velvet ones yet. I would assume that they would feel much more comfortable on my lips, but I just don't love the formula of her liquid lipsticks at all, her matte ones, for me. So I regret buying them. I have like 5 because I bought her original collection, and then I bought one that's called Dirty Peach. I wanted to give it another shot, and still it just wasn't working, so I definitely won't be buying her matte ones, but I do want to try the velvet ones. So yeah, I wanted to mention her liquid lipsticks because they just are super duper dry on me. And then the last thing I want to mention is this NARS bronzer, and I have mine in the shade Casino, and I'm wearing it today, and I wanted to give another try to these things that I just don't use or felt like I just don't love anymore, just to see, you know, why I just stopped loving them. And I put on the bronzer today because I always felt, I don't know if you guys can tell or if you agree, I don't know, I felt like maybe it looks kind of muddy on me. I'm not sure, so I was always skeptical, like, is this good for me? Is it not good for me? But, you know, I kept it anyway because I think it was like the first NARS product that I got, and I really love their packaging, and I just wanted to have something NARS, and I felt like their really popular one, I forgot the name of it. There's a bronzer that they have that's really popular and a lot of people use, but I felt like that one was just too light for me, so I went with this one, and I don't know, like, I felt like it could be, I don't know, a little muddy looking. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. What do you guys think? I'm not sure, but I was always skeptical about it, so I wanted to include it in this video because I stopped using it for quite some time, but I'm more tanned now, so I felt like maybe it works now, and I won't feel like it looks like muddy or reddish or anything like that. But yeah, I definitely stopped giving this a lot of use because of that. Okay guys, so that is it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I really had a good time filming this type of video. I never have before, and I feel like it's a good thing to let you guys know, you know, things that I'm just not loving anymore or just not working out, because sometimes you just have a change of heart and you're not going to always love everything. So it was pretty cool to make a video like this, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. If you're a new subscriber, thanks so much for subbing, and for those of you who are just sticking there and watching me on a consistent basis, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys.